rev up everything in your life, from health to money to your love life. It's all about changing things in 2013, and we kick off this week with fitness and weight loss. And every year, People magazine dedicates its blockbuster Half My Size issue to men and women who've done just that, lost so many pounds that they are now half their size. And People's senior editor, Michelle Pan, and host of Extreme Makeover Weight Loss Edition, and the author of Choose to Lose, Chris Powell, are here to talk about it and introduce us to three women who have done just that, lost half their size. Wait until you see them, everybody. And I want to begin, Michelle, 11 years now. What's the common thread in all of your half their size stories?
Well, whenever we do half their size, what we always seem to see is that people need to take their time with this. The weight did not come on overnight. The weight will not fall off overnight. You have to set those small, attainable goals to reach the big goal.
And Chris, you've seen this over and over again. You've had great success with your clients. What advice would you give people if they do have this challenge ahead?
Well, actually, just as Michelle she just said, small attainable goals. It's taking that first step and shrinking down those goals so that it's so reachable, so you can grab it each and every day. Because look, the process, it's not perfect. We fall, but we can always fall without failing as long as those goals are they're small enough.
All right, and you know what? It always helps to have a little bit of inspiration. And the three women that you're about to meet have very different stories, but they all achieved their goal, drastically reducing their weight and improving their health. We'll find out how you can do it too. Take a look, everybody.
I put my health and myself on the back burner, and I think it had all caught up to me.
At 25 years old and 288 pounds, Ashley Donahoo was depressed.
I was unhappy with my job. I was unhappy with the direction my life was going. I had a hard time enjoying the little things that my kids wanted to do, and my health was failing. My doctor told me that he didn't think I was going to make it to 30 if I kept on. It kept getting worse and worse.
It was her faithful husband who one day got her back on the path to health.
I think his heart was breaking for me, and he saw how unhappy I was. And he came to me and said, "We're going to go for a walk." And I was like, "No, we're not."
Her husband won that battle, and on the walk, she started thinking about her own heart.
I think the realization hit me that I made this choice to get where I am right now. So I'm going to start making a different choice.
I don't remember feeling or being that big.
Caroline Gingery's struggles began early. At 8 years old, she was already 120 pounds, and the medical weight loss program she was put on didn't help.
I found a way to be a food hustler and get whatever food I wanted. I was hungry. My peers, they taunted and teased me. I didn't go to my prom. I never had dates. Wasn't able to do simple things like ride a roller coaster because the safety bar wouldn't go over my stomach.
She remained heavy until college, at her heaviest 303 pounds, when she started feeling self-conscious.
I felt like all of these difficult experiences were like a huge pause button on my life. And I just finally said to myself, I'm tired of this. I want to have a normal life.
33-year-old Leah Fernandez found herself at 251 pounds after 2 pregnancies.
I tended to be an emotional eater. I wanted the food. It made me feel good, and so I ate it.
But it was her children that helped her turn it around.
Thinking about going out to the park with my kids felt like work to me. And at some point I realized that's ridiculous. Not only am I cheating myself, but I'm cheating my kids of me. I walked into a Jenny Craig Center, and I haven't looked back ever since that day. I was like, Leah's getting her groove back.
So, are we ready to meet these amazing women and see their transformations? Chris, will you do the honors?
Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Going from 251 pounds all the way down to 125 pounds. From Atlanta, Georgia, here's Leah Fernandez.
Amazing.
All right, once again, can I have a drum roll? Going from 288 pounds all the way down to a svelte 151 pounds. From Pace, Florida, please welcome Ashley Donahoo. Washington, D.C. Give it up for Caroline Jingery.
We want to talk to all three of you. I would like to start first with Leah. Your story inspired us so much here, and what people may not realize is that just after you began your journey to a healthy body, you suffered a great tragedy.
That's right. It was actually close to when I was reaching my goal, actually, and I got the news one morning that my husband was killed in a tragic motorcycle accident coming home from work. Just the day before, we had completed our first 5K together, which was a very significant moment in my life, which actually look back to draw strength from, to continue on living a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah, as he would want you to,
That's
right?
right. He lived passionately, and so I continue to honor his legacy and to help my kids.
and life today in your new body?
Life today is amazing. Like, it renders me speechless, honestly. I have energy. I have vitality of life. I take things on without fear now. Yeah, it's amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a story.
Amazing. And you are a typical working mom, like so many of us, taking great care of your kids, but not so great care of yourself. What were some of the bad habits that you found yourself developing?
I love Chinese food.
So do we all.
Yeah. So my husband and I would order food, and we would put the kids to bed and run up to the gas station to get the snacks and desserts at night, and large fry, large soda, big burger, triple cheeseburger, and
Even while you were making your kids eat healthy food?
oh yeah, very strict with my kids' nutrition all the time.
So you
because I
knew
didn't want them
better.
to have any kind of weight issues.
Right.
But yeah, I knew better. But it was a comfort thing. It's what I had control over.
And did you change everything wholesale the way you eat?
Oh yeah. I mean, I still indulge, because it's not about complete deprivation.
Right.
It's about moderation and changing things when you can. But I don't have it all the time, and I make things different. I have a turkey burger, and I have fat-free cheese. Those kinds of, it just changes, and it's a lifestyle. It's not just depriving yourself. Yeah.
Caroline, I know teasing can be so bad. It can really hamper, getting started. I know you had some bad moments with it as well.
Sure. I have spent 20 years of my life being morbidly obese. I was always the fat kid, the big kid, the Mack truck kid. So I went through the teasing and all of that. And I recently released a book on Amazon.com about healthy eating. It's titled Half My Size, How I Lost 150 Pounds. And I talk about the teasing and how you use those negative or bad situations in your life as fuel to move forward and do better. So when I'm on that treadmill, I'm thinking about those bad situations, but it makes me push harder and go stronger.
Good for you.
And I'll say, by the way, for all of you teasing her, take that. Okay? How about that? And for all of the ladies, quickly, but Caroline, keeping it off. You actually did this several years ago. Keeping it off. That's really the big deal here, too.
Today is actually my birthday, and it celebrates 10 years that I've lost the weight and kept it off.
That's terrific.
10 years?
10 years.
Oh,
Can I just tell you, it
impressive.
is an honor to be